Hi, it's Terry,
And Jen.
and thanks for joining us.
Yeah, so we're already at the beginning of August. It's hard to believe, even with COVID-19, how quickly the year has seemed to gone, like half the year has gone by. So at the beginning of each month, we like to give you a market update on the previous month.
Yeah, and June, we talked about June last month, and
Yeah.
it was a record-breaking month for Sudbury. And just to recap, 50% of all residential sales sold at or above list price, meaning 50% of the market had competitive offers. So our good friend and fellow realtor Dorothy Godin helped us and helps us continuously with market stats, and everyone in the office actually.
Yeah, so we wanted to have her on as one
Yeah.
of our special guests.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
welcome Dorothy to Coffee with Terry and Jen. And maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself and some of your background.
Morning, guys. Nice to see you. So my name is Dorothy Godin. I'm also with Remax Crown. Born and raised in Sudbury. I went to Laurentian, did the commerce program there. Been in real estate for 25 years and have a keen interest in stats.
So Dorothy, tell us how the market performed in July.
July, we did really well. In fact, it was almost very similar to June. We haven't seen this kind of production in the month of July for a long time. 47% of all of our residential listings in the city of Greater Sudbury have sold at or above list price. And this is a number that we've probably never seen. The average list to sale, when you look at the sale price compared to list price, is sitting at 100%, which is very unusual. Usually we sit at 97%. Um, so it's a very brisk, very fast market for sure for the month of July. But like I said, very similar to June.
Tell us how this July compared with Julys in the past.
When we look at if I look at the last 4 years of July, we've never seen this kind of production. Usually we sit at, 217, 218 in terms of number of sales. And so far in July, we had 270. So just an unprecedented number of residential sales in July compared to any other year.
Why do you think that the market is performing like this?
I think the June and July market, one thing we could say is that the listings, there's a lack of listings for sure. That's been an ongoing problem for the last year and a half. And then with COVID, it became even a bigger problem. So this is why we're seeing a lot of multiple offers in our sales. I think we do have to be cautious and not think that this is kind of the way the market is going to go. I think that a lot of this June, July was making up for the previous 2 months during that beginning of COVID when we were down like 35% of sales.
I know this is a difficult question, but where do you think we're heading as we head into August and into the fall?
My guess, and of course it's always a guess, we never really know what's going on in the market, but my guess is year to date, we probably will end up slightly above last year's sales. Right now, if you look year to date, we're actually slightly less. So while the market right now feels very fast, and it is very fast, I think at the end of the year, if we compare this year to last year, it'll probably, like I say, be slightly over. I think this lack of listing is going to be a problem for the next probably 6 months, if not a year.
So, Dorothy, is there anything else that you'd like to comment on or add about the market or the stats?
I think I would just caution when we're looking at stats, I think it's important to look at stats, but also that it's an average. When we do these stats, we're looking at, average days on the market, which by the way is 29 days, which is incredibly fast. But you have to look at your specific market. Real estate is very hyper local, even to the point of a neighborhood. And I think it's important that while we do these stats, and it's great to know what the stats are, you have to look at each individual property and the stats that relate to that property.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Dorothy. We really appreciate your knowledge and insight.
Yeah, thanks, Dorothy.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. This was great.